Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. As you can see, the weather is still holding up here in London. So between working the day job, I'm trying to do as much skating as I can. But the last week I kind of sustained a bit of an injury, pulled a muscle in the top of my leg, which meant that I couldn't really do any skating, which is typical. I don't know quite how I did it. I just woke up one morning and it was kind of painful, and then I went skated for a little while, did a frontside disaster on the mini ramp, and that really kind of finished it. So, getting old, these aches and pains kick in every now and again, and I'm still doing stretching and things like that, but sometimes that just doesn't help. You wake up with these aches and pains and you don't know why. Anyway, so it was about a week off from skating, which is quite annoying because the weather's so good, but I'm better now, and I was really willing to get myself better by this past Thursday because we'd organised a session at the Vert ramp, and luckily I felt a bit better by Thursday. Absolutely typically on Wednesday night it rained, but the weather came out good again on Thursday morning, sort of mid-morning. And so by the time we got to the Vert ramp in the sort of late afternoon, early evening, it was nice and dry and the session was on. A bit of a crowd got together, which is fairly rare at this ramp at the moment. Not too many people coming. There's usually about 2 or 3 of us at the moment. So we got a bit of a crowd together, had a great session. It was a good easing back into me skating the Vert ramp or skating at all, and the injuries didn't stick around, so that was good. So I'm considering myself fully healed again. Yeah, let's check out the session. So there we go. As you may know, if you followed any of my videos before, my vert skating is very limited. I don't have many tricks, but I'm trying to cement those few that I do have down. So I'm glad to get a couple of my crap rock and rolls, my tap and rolls. I'm working on them, trying to get them better. So I think they're slowly improving. I was obviously really happy to get a couple of 50/50s on this ramp because it's huge. It's at least a foot vert. And the last time I think I did a couple, they were really only just kind of get on, get off. And I felt like these ones were a bit more standing up. They're kind of exactly where I want them now. I don't know if you could see very well, but my trucks are kind of locked in how I want them to be and how I usually do them on other ramps. The board's kind of flat on top, but I'm not standing up there full on stalled, which I don't want to do. I want to kind of keep the flow, so I want to get on there, grind, and then get off again. I think a lot of people see what I'm doing and they think that I want to get up there and stall and stop and then drop back in, but that's not what I'm trying to do, not what I'm interested in doing, because the way that I'm doing it leads to a decent 50/50 grind of a longer distance. You know, I can get up there, and if I stay on the trucks, don't let the wheels go on the platform and be rolling the wheels on the platform. If I get up there on the trucks with them locked in diagonally and staying just on the trucks, that's the grind, that's the real 50/50. So all I have to do then is slightly widen my angle of approach and I get a longer grind. And I've done a video about doing true 50/50 grinds, staying on the trucks, exactly how I'm trying to explain here. That one was in the bowl and the pull coping, but the same applies. I'll link to that in the description below if you want to see my approach to the 50/50 grinds. But yeah, it's working out. Just got to commit a bit more to going back in. It's not often enough that I'm committing to going back in. Doesn't feel right all the time. But you'll see one of them there that I did kind of commit to going back in, but it didn't feel right and I kind of had to get off halfway down the wall. So a lot of these bails are because it doesn't feel quite right. And I can't commit when it doesn't feel quite right because I know a slam's going to come. Most often on this session, it was a case of not really having the right speed. You know, I had to kind of go faster. I actually was kind of forgetting to pump down the opposite wall. This ramp's so big that you've got to really have the right speed to get up the other side. And so I wasn't really pumping down the opposite wall enough to get my speed up the other side, and it was literally because I was focusing so much on thinking about the getting into the 50/50 that I kept forgetting to pump down that wall. By the time I got up the wall the other side, I was only just making it onto the coping. Most often it was that, and once I started to remember to keep doing that, it got a bit better. And also sometimes the trucks would grab and I'd just kind of jolt off the front. You know, it's just got to feel right. I personally feel very twitchy about my balance, and if my balance doesn't feel perfect, I'm gonna bail out. It's just got to feel right. And though it probably looks like an awful lot of them I should have just committed and gone back in, if it wasn't feeling right, I ain't doing it. So I'm a slow learner, I'm slow to commit, but that's my way. To be fair, it works. I don't have terrible slams because I'm erring on the side of caution, but I'm still getting things done. I'm not so afraid that I'm not going to try it, but I'm also being careful at the same time. So for me, the exit or planning the bail, the safe bail, is way more important than just throwing myself at it. So it works for me anyway. And as you can see, I'm incredibly lucky to be in great company. The guys that I skate with are fantastic. Amazing to watch and inspire me to try and do better. And it's always great fun. They're great people. So hope you enjoyed their skating, if mine was somewhat limiting. And with that, I will leave you. So thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And leave a like if you're even slightly interested in what I'm doing, really helps. Leave a comment, and if you're wanting to see more, please subscribe. But until the next one, take care. See ya.